Ever wonder why mirrors show your image so accurately? Or why a straw appears bent when it's partially submerged in a glass of water? These seemingly ordinary phenomena are perfect examples of the principles of reflection and refraction in action. Starting with reflection, this principle is all about bouncing back. Just like a ball bounces back when thrown against a wall, light also bounces back when it hits a smooth surface such as a mirror. This bouncing back of light is what we call reflection. There are two types of reflection: regular, like what we see in a mirror, and diffuse, like what happens when light hits a rough surface and scatters in many directions. Moving on to the laws of reflection, they state that the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection, and the incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal all lie in the same plane. The angle of incidence is the angle between the incident ray and the normal, while the angle of reflection is the angle between the reflected ray and the normal. The normal is an imaginary line that we draw perpendicular to the reflecting surface at the point of incidence. But what happens when light doesn't bounce off a surface and instead passes through it? This is where refraction comes in. Refraction is the bending of light as it travels from one medium to another. The change in speed causes the light to change direction, resulting in fascinating optical illusions, like the bending of a straw in a glass of water. The laws of refraction, on the other hand, state that the ratio of the sine of the angle of incidence to the sine of the angle of refraction is a constant for the light of a given color and for the given pair of media. This constant is known as the refractive index. In summary, reflection and refraction are two fundamental principles that determine how light interacts with different surfaces and materials. Reflection is the bouncing back of light from a surface and is governed by two laws that determine the direction in which the light will reflect. Refraction, on the other hand, is the bending of light as it moves from one medium to another, with its laws determining the degree of this bending. These principles are not just theoretical concepts, but are at play in our day-to-day lives, from the mirror in our bathrooms to the lenses in our glasses. Understanding them can help us better appreciate the world around us and the many ways in which light shapes our perception of it.